ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
That line, whispered by Chancellor Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith, became one of the most iconic and haunting moments in Star Wars history. But few fans know that behind that quote lies the dark, mysterious legacy of a Sith Lord who came terrifyingly close to defeating death itself. Today, we reveal the full story of Darth Plagueis through the lens of Legends and what survives in Disney canon. In Legends, Darth Plagueis was born as Hugo Damask, a moon, the same long-faced species as Sand Hill from the banking clan. He wasn't a brute like Maul or Vader. Plagueis was a manipulator, a Sith of intellect and strategy. He was taken as an apprentice by Darth Tenebrous, a Bith Sith Lord who believed in science and long-term planning. From a young age, Plagueis wasn't interested in galactic conquest. He was obsessed with the nature of the Force and how it could be bent to one's will, his own. He studied not only Sith holocrons, but also ancient Jedi teaching, seeking to master both destruction and creation. Plagueis believed the Sith had been short-sighted for generations. Why rule a galaxy for a few years when you could live forever? He became obsessed with midichlorians, the microscopic life forms that connect all beings to the Force. He discovered that through intense concentration and ritual, he could manipulate them to prolong life, revive the dead, and potentially create life from nothing. He wanted to end the natural cycle of death, not as a mercy, but as a form of ultimate control. He began to experiment on sentient beings, twisting the Force itself, violating the very fabric of life. Plagueis knew he needed an apprentice, someone ambitious, powerful, and cruel. He found a teenage boy from Naboo, Sheev Palpatine, a gifted Force-sensitive, already manipulative, and power-hungry. Palpatine was the perfect vessel. Plagueis took him under his wing and gave him the title, Darth Sidious. Together, they created a grand Sith plan to destroy the Republic, not through war, but through economics, politics, and corruption. For decades, they pulled strings from the shadows. Banking collapses, trade blockades, puppet wars, all while the Jedi grew blind and the Senate grew weak. Despite his mastery of the Force and years of planning, Darth Plagueis made the one mistake all Sith make. He trusted his apprentice. The night before Palpatine became Supreme Chancellor, he killed Plagueis in his sleep. According to Legends, Plagueis had let his guard down, intoxicated and celebrating their imminent victory. He never even reached for his lightsaber.
He could save others from death, but not himself.
With Plagueis dead, Sidious became the master. And soon after, he took a new apprentice, Darth Maul. One of the most chilling theories born from this story is that Plagueis, or perhaps Sidious, may have created Anakin Skywalker. In The Phantom Menace, Shmi Skywalker claimed Anakin had no father. In Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine describes Plagueis' ability to create life. The novel Darth Plagueis even hints that their experiments in the Force caused a rippling backlash, resulting in the Force balancing itself by conceiving the Chosen One. If true, Anakin, the Jedi's greatest hope, may have been the Sith's greatest experiment. Even in death, Plagueis may have altered the fate of the entire galaxy. In current Disney canon, Darth Plagueis has only appeared in The Acolyte on screen, or so we think. Also, the opera scene in Revenge of the Sith remains canon. The novel Darth Plagueis by James Lucene was removed from canon after Disney's acquisition. However, the ideas of Sith alchemy, cheating death and force-created life continue to appear, especially in The Rise of Skywalker, with Palpatine's resurrection and Snoke's origin. The shadow of Plagueis still lingers, in cloning labs, in whispers of unnatural power, and in the fear the Jedi still feel toward the dark side. Darth Plagueis the Wise never ruled the galaxy, but his influence shaped everything that followed. From the rise of the Empire, to the fall of the Jedi, to the birth of the Chosen One. In seeking to become eternal, he may have become something worse. A legend. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you, but now you know. Let me know in the comments, do you think Plagueis created Anakin? And don't forget to subscribe for more untold Star Wars lore.